My name is Rubinosky, and I did my presentation on the coal ash that's being dumped in Lee County and how the residents are concerned about the environment and everything that goes along with it, and the price tag to it, and how we weren't really concerned too much or notified early enough about this. It's one of the major decisions going around Lee County this year, and how Duke Energy plans to dump about tons and tons of coal ash in the clay pit mines of Lee County. We're talking about 3 million tons of coal ash from the Riverbend Stream Station in Wilmington, North Carolina, and the L.V. Sutton Stream Electric Plant in Wilmington, North Carolina. When this decision was made, it was met with a negative response by the residents of Lee County and Sanford as a whole. And like I said, they plan to dump the coal in open pit mines of Lee County, and the decision was made November of 2014. And environmentalist groups like Environmental Lee were totally against the plan, and they're angry that the plans were already made without the notification of the residents. Along with these coal ashes, there comes a lot of harmful chemicals such as lead, arsenic, mercury, just the smog that produces from these coal ashes being dumped, going into the air, just polluting the atmosphere of Lee County is totally something that I would not go for. But like I said, they weren't made aware of the fact that they were going to dump the coal ash in the open pit mines. And one resident even stated that if they were making the coal ash so desirable, then why aren't the CEOs of these companies in Duke fighting to put it in their backyards? They're worried about the possible air and water and soil contamination. That just didn't make any sense to us. Why is it coming almost 3-4 hours away, being dumped into North Carolina and Lee County here? But the open clay pit mines that they're going to use to dump this coal ash in was originally made for layers of clay that are impervious and the protection of the synthetic layers, but they were used by brick manufacturers in Lee County. See, Sanford's known for their brick manufacturing and everything like that. They were going to dump this coal ash into the open pit mine since the brick companies weren't really using the coal ash as much anymore. And it would be a lot cheaper than to build a new landfill and dump this coal ash somewhere else into it. But there's a pretty hefty price tag that comes along with this, and it's beneficiary to Sanford, I guess, but I don't see where this money's going to go. But they say that in exchange for them dumping the coal ash into the unused clay pits, that they're going to offer Lee County $1.5 million, or $1.50 per ton. Well, they're planning at least 8 million tons into the mines. Not all that's going into Lee County. Some's in Chatham County, some's in Montefiore, some's in Asheville, Virginia, but they're still coming directly from Wilmington, being dumped into the coal ash in Lee County and other places. They also agreed to pay $4 million off top in advance for the first 2.66 million tons to Lee County. Duke Energy's hoping this plan will create hundreds of jobs in Chatham County and Lee County. Also, the plans to take thousands of tons of clay ash, they're going to give it to Roanoke County Cement Company, and they're going to turn it into cement, since that's what they do down there. But like I said, there again, there's too much coal ash. Why waste the gas and transportation and trains and trucks that you're going to transport this as and dump it into Lee County, of all places? You got plenty of other counties along the way you could stop at, but they plan on coming to Lee County, and I guess the commissioner here wants the money for it and sees the benefit, but a lot of residents don't. When they made the decision, it was made March 25th of 2015 by the Board of Commissioners in Lee County, and it was a 5-1 decision. The residents were not able to even like speak at the meeting or even comment on the coal ash dilemma, and they don't like having to make a decision without them not knowing like that. But ultimately the decision was far too quick and not enough provided to the county's residents, and it was also done without the county's consent or even the entire board's approval. I honestly think that matters such as that, possible pollution, should be given more time and a majority or decision made by the residents, not so much just based on your board of county commissioners. But I'm totally against the coal ash dump into Lee County. I don't really see a benefit of it. I see the money and I see that that's what they're all after. Everything comes along with a price tag, but the pollution that's going to come from it, maybe it might leak into our ponds and into our drinking water and everything like that. But in Sanford, there really isn't a lot going on. There isn't too much to talk about. There isn't too much to do, and the little that we have needs to be saved for healthier purposes or other purposes you could dump that coal ash in. But once again, I did a project on the Duke Energy and coal ash, and it's gonna come through. It's gonna happen. There's nothing we can really do or say. They didn't ever give us a choice, and I think we should be more of aware of a situation like this, and there should be something to do, someone or something that we can do to stop this from happening. But it's just only a matter of time, and we'll see where it goes from here.